Yeah, he usually comes in the morning before work,
Yeah.
and then goes to work, does his thing, and then comes back until like there's nights he's here till we close. So
Yeah, because yours are from what, 8 to 12?
8 to
8
midnight.
to midnight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which,
8 to midnight.
awesome.
Yeah.
We're the only thing, and it's like you can tell because everything over here shuts down at like 8 or 9, like 9 I think at the latest, and there's still like 12, 15 cars in the parking lot at like 10:30 at night, and it's like, oh, well, I know everybody's out. Like we're the only lights, coming out of the parking lot over here. So we do specials in the morning. So if you come in between 8 and 9 or 11 p.m. and 12 a.m. at night, so first hour, last hour, you get 50% off like mixed drinks and taps. So we'll have people come in like V sitting right behind me. He'll come in and like get his 50% off drink before work, come back for happy hour, and then there's times he ends up getting a 50% off drink at night because it's like 11:10 when he goes home. I wonder if he's... Hey V. Yeah, he's on his headphones.
Oh, okay.
So.
Oh, he just looked.
What time are you leaving tonight? Exactly. I don't know. I was telling him sometimes you're here to get the half off special in the morning and also the half off special at night. Double dipping. So he technically does pay for one drink, but he gets, it's spread out. Yeah.
Which is totally okay.
So we have regulars that come, like I said, I think probably that far north Dallas and then Weatherford is probably the far. But we've had people from Granbury come up that looked us up and drove up here from Granbury, and they come once a week. I played poker with them at this table like on Sunday, like we were sitting here with like doing a card game. So they come up from Granbury usually once a week on the weekends on Saturday or Sunday. But I think the far north Dallas and then Weatherford's probably the two biggest extremes we've had.
Big time. That's amazing.
Yeah.
But Kava Cultures, like as a whole, are like destination local. Like the one that we found, back. So the Kava Bar in Denton now used to be a Kava Culture. They were a destination location for us. Like we would drive 40 minutes all the way up there because there wasn't anything else here. It's like, all right, well, it's a 40-minute drive, but there's not another option. Right. So that was another reason that we wanted to pick like North Fort Worth is like to have, because this is such like there's what 3 million people I think live in Fort Worth or something like that, 3.5 million, or a little more than that, and like the only option they have is to drive an hour up to Denton or 40 minutes up to Denton. So like we're like, all right, well now all those people have an option.
Sure.
North Fort Worth.
So with Texas laws being the way they are, I mean, obviously you guys are good with everything you have. Has there been any pushback from people? Just kind of like, oh, you guys are serving Delta 8, Delta 9.
None.
And they obviously don't know a Kava.
None that I know of.
There hasn't been pushback. There's questioning because like they might not understand. They hear THC and they go, "Oh, that's illegal."
Right.
But then we tell them how it's protected by the Farmers Act and it's a different plant. It's based on hemp and all that. And so once they hear that and then we educate them a little more, they're fine with it. And someone's either going to want it or not want it, or they can have it or not have it. Yeah.
And I'll sit here. I have had people that have questioned us. Most of the questions that I've gotten have been on the elixir tea, right? Because it's brewed from Mitragina speciosa tea leaves. I don't know if you went over that part or not.
I talked about the tea.
So Mitragina speciosa is the plant that kratom is processed from. So when you hear the word kratom, like in America, it is used like interchangeably with kratom extract, kratom concentrate, kratom isolate. Those are like synthetically produced derivatives of the Mitragina speciosa plant. It is not the same as brewing the tea leaves in a tea bag and brewing it and drinking that tea the way that they've done it in Indonesia for 400 years or Malaysia for 400 years. Like there's a huge difference. So we don't do anything with extract. We don't do any because you can go to the gas station and buy kratom extract right now. It's chemicals. Even when you take it, it tastes like chemicals. That is not the same as drinking Mitragina speciosa tea that is a prescribed painkiller in multiple countries overseas and has been for hundreds of years. So that was the one I think I've had the most questions over is kratom this and kratom opioids. No, it's not. Kratom's not opioid. First of all. Second of all, this is Mitragina speciosa tea, which is not kratom extract that you get at a gas station. There's a huge, gigantic difference. Oh, thank you, Chelsea. This is a sample of a local drink that Chelsea made.
Yep. This is brand new.
So,
are we shooting or just drinking?
Just
You
drinking.
can sip on it.
You
Yeah.
can, this is a sip. Yeah, cheers. So this is it's essentially a Chick-fil-A frosted lemonade.
That is delicious.
Yeah.
Ridiculous, right?
Yeah.
But
We have some pretty
that has green
talented
vein
Kava
in it.
tenders. They are constantly making new stuff. Like we have a secret menu list, and so we have our little recipe book hidden in the back. And I mean, if you want something, we either have it there or we'll probably make it.
We've got about 40 paid. That drink you're drinking right there is mine. Like that was my invention, and that was just because I wanted to make the Stormbreaker stronger. So the secret menu book has about 40 different drinks in it, and those were all made here. Like they came up with every single one of them.
Yeah.
I think I'm responsible for 3,
Same.
but the other 37
Yeah.
or so were made up by.
Well, I was going to say, so with your regular menu, which is gigantic, and
Yeah.
you're saying you have 40 others that are on the secret menu, is there a cocktail or like maybe 3 cocktails that you guys really enjoyed that you didn't also create?
I was gonna say I think like my favorites are some of the ones we've invented here.
I will
for
say,
sure.
he's made one of my new favorites. We haven't like come up with the official name, but it's essentially a chocolate covered strawberry.
It tastes exactly
It
like
is
you're biting a chocolate
so
covered strawberry.
good.
So for Valentine's Day,
That's why that was the
We
whole
made
thing
it
of like
for that.
inventing it
That's
for
awesome.
that.
We have a Valentine's Day party, and we are putting it out for the Valentine's Day party.
that's so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got
So,
your name for
but you
Right.
can choose your botanical. You can get it with green vein if you just want to get like, the happy buzz. You can get it with red vein if you just want to chill out. These I have everybody like when we do samples like this, it's all done with green vein because that's like the most middle of the road. Best like that's the most popular with like people that haven't been in before is green vein. Red vein can be a little strong. Like I mean, you do a couple of 2-3 red vein shots, you're gonna feel like you did some shots of whiskey without the inebriated part, but that's the relaxed part. But favorite drink off the Kava Culture menu is probably the Fijian Sunset because it's tropical, different tropical juices.
Yeah.
Rappleberry Crush is really good.
My favorite.
Yeah,
That was
Rappleberry
one I was
Crush
talking
is
about
super
that I
good.
took for pre-workout.
Oh,
yeah.
that's right.
Yeah, so it's exactly what it sounds like. It's
And then
apple and a raspberry.
Churro
So-
Cha-Cha has
Churro Cha-Cha
been
is
really
good.
popular. It's almost like a horchata drink, and so that's one of our
Yep.
strong
That
base
one was the
ones.
one we made the most,
That one's
probably like the
good.
first month or two was
Yeah.
that one. There's one on the menu that was my favorite. So there's kind of 2 sides of the menu. There's the tropical fruit juice side, and then there's the like almost dessert drink side.
Yeah, I was like,
Did you notice that?
It looked like the island side and the fat kid side.
Yeah,
Yes,
exactly.
that's it.
You got it.
So
you nailed it.
on the top of the fat kid side, there's the first drink is called This Shit Is Bananas.
Yeah.
And that is legit.
Hey.
That is a good drink right there. So the Kava Culture menu that all of the locations have, like there's not a bad drink on it.
Yeah.
Like not a single one of those drinks is bad. You can go pick any one of them. You're like, oh, this shit's awesome.
Yeah. Anytime someone asks us what they want, like, what should I get? It's really hard to tell
I
them.
usually say Fijian Sunset.
But I mean, it's so hard because they're all so good, and so like I always direct them like pick which flavor sticks out to you the most. So you like pick your drink, and then we always say like pick your feeling you feel like having. So it's like a completely customizable experience every time you come in. You can have a totally different experience based on just drinking kava or having some of the elixirs or doing a delta. Like you can change it up as much as you want.
Depending on what feeling you want to have.
Yeah.
Like if you just want to chill and you had like a shitty day, you just put red vein and everything, you're good to go. But like if you're going so opening at 8 a.m., the majority of our drinks in the morning from like 8 to about 10 o'clock. We have 2 or 3 guys that come in and work from home every day, like V is doing right now behind me.
Yeah.
Still, for some reason, it's like 7 o'clock at night.
Maybe you're working on somebody else's time.
Whatever. He gets paid a lot. Just keep doing what you're doing. But like the people in the morning are mostly to-go drinks, and it's mostly white and green vein. So white vein being like mentally stimulating in the same way that caffeine is the most popular in the morning. So pretty much every day we have the same 2 to 3 regulars that are in between 8 and 8:30 getting their drinks before work, and then we'll have like 6 to 10 others in that next 2-hour span that come in, get their drink before work or after the gym because we're right next to a gym, which was another plus about this
Yeah.
location. So we'll have people that are leaving the gym or going to the gym. They'll get a pre-workout drink or they'll get a post-workout drink, and then they'll take off. So, but as far as like going back to the menu a little bit, whoever invented, I don't know where those drinks, like who came up with them all, but there's not any bad ones on there. I'm assuming it was like kind of the OG crowd of Kava Culture like 6-7 years ago got together and came up with them, but they're not. There's not that drink on there. And we do have seasonal menus as well. Like I was gonna say, some of my favorite drinks are off the seasonal menu.
Really?
Yeah, so they've started doing that across the board with all the bars. So corporate and franchise, we submit a drink. Every Kava tender can submit their own. So Justin and I have submitted ours as well. And so you'll submit a drink, a recipe, a picture of it, and then a little information about yourself to corporate.
Yeah.
They'll take all the recipes, they'll make it and do like a blind taste testing, and they'll pick the season's menu, essentially. And so Chelsea, who just got here, got picked for our winter menu. It was
awesome.
her Kava eggnog. Yeah.
Yep. So that shirt that she's wearing right now, she won the contest.
Yep.
Like
That's
she didn't win it. She was
She
one
won
of
one of
the
them.
winners.
Right. I mean, you got to put it on the
So I
menu.
think I believe there's 10 drinks on the seasonal menu. So there's 10 different Kava tenders that get selected for.
insane.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, here in Texas, we don't get as many seasons as other places. do.
Right.
We get 2.
Well, you get a bunch in one day, you know.
Yeah, there's that as well.
We get summer for 10 months and then winter.
Sometimes winter hard for like a week.
Yeah,
That's
and
enough.
then summer again.
That's all.
Yeah, exactly. But so it does come out like quarterly.
Yep.
As seasons
Yep.
should be going.
Right.
You would think.
Yeah.
It's our one reminder of what a season would be for Texas.
True.
But
Yeah.
I guarantee you will see my face on the next winter menu. Or on the not the next winter menu, sorry. The next seasonal menu, you will see me on there.
What, can you
I have a winning drink I will be submitting.
can you let us know now?
I guess I can because it's out. Like we already have it.
Oh,
Yeah.
then there you go.
So it is called the Orange Dreamsicle.
Don't give away too much information, though. We don't want the other bars stealing.
Okay, it's called the Orange Dreamsicle.
We'll tell you after.
I like it.
Or someone can come in and try it.
But it is one of our most popular drinks by far, and that's going to be my submission. Chelsea's submitting this one.
Yeah,
The-
That's going to be a tough.
This one might
tough call.
win, actually.
Yeah.
The frosted lemonade thing.
Tell her like, hold on.
Can you do
Make
that
me the
one next
summertime.
time?
You already won, okay? I
You already
won.
Just accidentally like lose.
We're
your
just trying.
submission.
We're trying to take over the whole menu. That's
Oh,
what
I
it
didn't
is.
get. I pressed send, but it didn't go through.
Totally on me.
My bad.
Now, when it comes to kind of decorating this place, which this place is amazing. As soon as you walk in, you
Thank
already kind
you.
of feel at home. How do you guys differ from other Kava cultures? Like, I mean, this is my first one to ever be in, but I imagine each one has a different vibe, a different
Yeah,
feel.
it does. So Kava Culture kind of gives you like a general of here's some types of furniture you like or you might like. This is the kind of look that everyone else has done. And then obviously we went to the bars. A few of the things are kind of staples for them. So like our grass wall is a staple at every Kava Culture.
Which is like I call it the Instagram wall.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
That's genius.
Yeah.
With the grass wall with the Better Than Booze sign that's you can't come in and not like, and you'll see people all the time, like especially like younger girls are over there and it's Instagram, boom, everyone.
But aside from that, we had quite a bit of like say in how we wanted it to look. Everything would get approved for the most part through Kava Culture, but our coloring is different than a lot of the ones you'll find.
Okay.
Our furniture is like we went for as comfortable as possible,
Yeah.
which is kind of a Kava Culture thing, honestly, is they look for comfort of seating. We want it somewhere that, like you said, like people feel welcome, they want to sit and they want to stay for a while.
Right.
But all of it's been a lot of our deciding with the approval of Kava Culture. But like you said, everybody's been so nice and so easy to work with, though, that I don't think they said no to anything.
Yeah,
But-
we haven't had a single bad experience with Kava Culture headquarters yet.
Yeah.
Not one. So if somebody is like expecting, like if they're like, oh shit, they come in here. So one of our regulars is opening a bar.
Yeah,
Yep.
he's gonna open his own.
And so
Where
we don't know yet
Okay.
for sure. So
He's thinking of a
across
few
the-
places.
there is rules for it. So
Yeah.
if someone
good.
if someone does want to open a franchise, like there are rules, like they can't be within, I believe it's 20 minutes of each
Yep.
other. It's
Oh,
20
not
minutes
bad.
or 20 miles. I can't
20
remember.
minutes, I think.
So he would have to be outside of that radius. But he was a regular here for 4 or 5 months, like literally since the first month we opened. He comes
Yep.
in and works from home
That's awesome.
and spends $50-$80 a day on drinks, and he just loved it.
It's like the
and
same story. Like,
same
he got
exact
brought in.
same
Yeah, it
exact
really
story,
is.
dude. Same. and he, you know, like if someone is looking to do that, which will happen, it's going to continue happening. Like if people are going to end up doing what we did and what his name's Andre and what he did.
But we want
they're-
that. Like,
Of course.
we